Hi, my name is Marcel Niederhauser, and I am here today to give you guys a tear-off presentation from the tools that the Building Depth Group created for you. We're so excited about this, you guys, and I hope by the time I'm done, you can see why. This is one of the most duplicatable tear-off sheets I've ever seen in my life. As a matter of fact, the presentation was designed by the #1 platinum pack and roller of the world, just so you guys know. So anyway, as you're looking at this front of this screen, I'm going to take the next 10 minutes and I'm going to show you through all of this information how LifeVantage is lined up to be the next billion-dollar company. I'm excited about that because it's factual information that you can verify. I'm going to talk to you about all this stuff that's laid out on this screen, but I just want to point out LifeVantage is on the forefront of biohacking through nutrigenomics. What is biohacking? Taking control of your own biology. Probably a smart move. What's nutrigenomics? Using natural products and natural components to cause gene expression in the body, which makes it better. And I'm excited about that because through Nrf2 activation, right now, LifeVantage is on the forefront. Now, what is nutrigenomics? It's going to be in the year 2020, the next $600 billion industry. And I said it once, we are on the forefront. We are leading the way through this Nrf2 activation and biohacking. We have other supporting products, you guys, that biohack the body too, which puts us in that category. But we're first. I need you to know that. There was a time in our life we'd never heard of antioxidants. Now it's $1 billion space. You can get it in your Cheerios and Sprite. Nutrigenomics will be well known too, and we'll be leading the way. So anyway, I'm going to jump into this, and the first thing I want to talk to you guys about is the industry. See, people will definitely be interested in our product. They'll be definitely interested in LifeVantage. What they struggle with is the multi-level marketing industry, and it's just because they've not been educated. And we're going to take the time to educate. Now, one of the questions I'm always asked, do people make money in this industry? I'm going to tell you, yeah, they make a lot. And here's what's awesome too. If you look at Amway, Avon, and Herbalife, altogether they did $20 billion in sales last year, and they paid out 40% to those people that were instrumental in building the foundation, and then the ones that have come along the way and contributed. And I'm excited about that, you guys, because they pay out 40%. LifeVantage pays out 48%. And when I get done with you today, I'm going to show you how we're going to be a multi-billion-dollar company. That extra 8% going into your pockets, it's going to be a big deal. And this is another thing that I love. I've thrown up 3 of the big companies out there because we can do analytics on those. And they've already done that, you guys. They know when these companies hit $1 billion. They know how many distributors they had. They know exactly what volume they were doing before they went through critical mass. And we use that as a litmus test. I'm going to be able to show you how LifeVantage is poised and positioned to be that billion-dollar company just by our little crystal ball of looking in the past and analyzing these other companies. Isn't that exciting to know that we live in a future where we can do those kind of studies, and it kind of like gives us a crystal ball? And so what's going to happen when you're done today, it's not going to be a hard decision to get involved. It's going to make sense, and that's what I love about it. So what I have found is these 4 components. There's other components, but these 4 are major. These are the 4 most important components. If you can say yes to every one of these, then you've got an opportunity of a lifetime. And I'm going to show you how we're strong in every area. But we got time, and we got product, we got compensation. Then we got mentorship. That's what glues this whole wheel together. How would it be to be able to be positioned in a place where somebody's already done what you're trying to do, and they're willing to help you and teach you? That's what mentorship is, you guys. And I'm excited about that. So let's get right into timing. If you look at this growth curve, every company, no matter network marketing or traditional, they go through a growth curve. And right now, they have found through studying these other companies that there's a ground floor. And the ground floor is the first 150,000 distributors. And right now, if you look at this, as we go through ground floor, the company moves into another phase called critical mass, and that's where 80% of the distributor force comes in. And then we go into what we call stabilization. We have dictated that as too late. And I've been involved in other companies, you guys, and I got in too late. And I understand the pain and the hardship it goes when everybody knows about it. So it is better to get in early. Now, how early are we? Right now, LifeVantage has 80,000 distributors worldwide. So if ground floor is the first 150,000 per country and we're 80,000 worldwide, where does that put us? We're in the sub-basement of the subfloor of the ground floor of the basement. We're so far deep it can't even stand it. And I'm excited about that, you guys, because it gives you an opportunity of a lifetime. And that's what we're here. We're here to paint you a picture and help you understand that you can do this. And I can't wait to show you this next step about the products. So anyway, LifeVantages, can you agree with me that we have timing? The answer is yes. Now, I want to talk to you a little bit about our product. We have other products, you guys. But the one thing I'm excited about is we have this thing called Nerve 2. And back in 2003, 2004, I don't know the exact date when this was formulated, but the scientists put together a product, and within moments they started making claims. A 40% reduction of oxidative stress in 30 days in 100% of the people. That's a bold statement. And all of a sudden, major networks started hearing this, and they thought, man, we are going to blow these guys out of the water. We're going to expose them. There's no way. You can't say those kinds of things, blah, 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 blah. And all of a sudden, ABC Primetime comes knocking on the door, and they let them in. Isn't it kind of cool to be involved in a publicly traded company that doesn't hide from anybody, lets them in the door? So, well, we all know what happens when ABC Primetime comes knocking at your door and doing an investigative report. It doesn't come out very positive for most people. And so what I want you to do is I want you to judge for yourself. So I'm going to play this little news clip here, and it was an investigative report done in 2005. Let's watch that, and then you decide when we get done if you thought that was positive or not, and then we'll talk about it a little bit.
You want to get an edge on turning back the clock with just a few pills? Who doesn't? Well, it's no longer science fiction, but science possibility, a potential breakthrough. As I found out firsthand, there may be a way to erase years, at least inside my body. Granted, it's down the road, but some scientists are wondering if a new pill I took might offer a very long life. It may not look like the fountain of youth, but inside this nondescript building, I'm about to become part of an exciting experiment, a kind of guinea pig.
Dr. McCord, okay.
I'm here at the University of Colorado in Denver to meet Dr. Joe McCord, a world-renowned scientist.
This is pretty exciting stuff you're finding, huh?
It is. We're very excited about it.
His latest research could very well unravel the mystery of aging itself. And his decades of experiments may have the potential of adding years to people's lives and possibly prevent chronic diseases like cancer, diabetes, and heart disease. It all centers around this small yellow pill, and for me, it begins with a blood test.
Can we scoop? Yeah, there we go.
It wouldn't be the first time I've given blood for this company.
They want to check my levels of something called T-bars, which is a rough indicator of a person's actual age. T-bars can identify a condition known as oxidative stress, a kind of measure of the wear and tear on our bodies. Oxidative stress, like the rusting of an engine, is not a good thing.
Bad for the body.
Leading to disease.
Leading to disease and leading to malfunction, and importantly, leading to what we call aging. It is a slow progression of increasing oxidative stress. That's the main characteristic biochemically of the aging process.
The problem of aging begins with the very food we eat to give us energy. As our cells burn that food, they also release toxic chemicals. Those chemicals, you may know them as free radicals, react with all the components of our cells, literally bombarding them millions of times per second, damaging all our cells. The result? Oxidative stress, and we all have it. The body fights back with a system of defenses. It makes two antioxidant enzymes, catalase and SOD, whose job is to gobble up the free radicals before they can harm our cells. But as we get older, some of those toxic radicals overwhelm our enzymes and wreak their havoc. For a long time, scientists thought that antioxidant vitamins like C and E would lower it, but they don't.
As it's turned out in just the last 5 years or so, we see that they're not good enough tools. They're not powerful enough.
But this pill, he says, is powerful enough. In fact, many times more powerful.
So, doctor, how often do I take these?
And so, here I go. With that swallow, I've just become part of a potentially landmark scientific experiment.
Doesn't taste bad.
It's called Protandim, and tests on both mice and humans have already shown that it revs up the manufacture of those good enzymes in our bodies. More enzymes, fewer free radicals to harm us. Whether that will lead to longer life is still unknown. Experiments to see if mice live longer are about to get underway, but it's a tantalizing theory.
Right now, all we know is that this preparation decreases oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is not a disease, just like aging is not in itself a disease, but it's something that accompanies and is attached to many disease processes.
Have you discovered the fountain of youth?
I wouldn't put it that way, but we may have discovered something that will tell us a lot more about how we age, what happens biochemically, and maybe how we can slow it down. So you can see the age-related.
Normally, oxidative stress, measured by those T-bars, increases with age. But in Dr. McCord's tests, taking just one pill of Protandim a day reversed that trend for everyone at every age, even for an 80-year-old.
They all are reduced to the level of oxidative stress that one would expect, frankly, in a newborn or a very young child.
Back to the oxidative stress levels of a child? It sounds too good to be true. Will Protandim work on me? Well, perhaps. It turns out there is some other promising evidence that seems to back up Dr. McCord's findings. That evidence comes from mice that have been genetically engineered to produce more catalase, one of the enzymes that Protandim increases. The researcher, Dr. Douglas Wallace of the University of California at Irvine, says it had a remarkable effect.
We found that they lived, in fact, about 20% longer, which is about a fifth of a lifespan.
He believes that with better techniques, human lifespan can eventually be extended too.
We might be able to increase the lifespan of a mammal by 50%. And of course, if that was a human being, then that might be in the order of 130 to 150 years.
The scientific evidence is there. The pieces seem to make sense. The question is, does this translate into something that humans can take advantage of?
So, just what's in this seemingly incredible pill? Well, actually, its roots are very humble. Protandim is a combination of 5 plant ingredients. Some you may know: green tea or turmeric, a spice used in Indian cooking. Others, Withania somnifera and Silybum marianum, are more exotic.
There's a huge human experience with each of these ingredients. They've been used often in traditional medicine in India and China and many other cultures, in some cases centuries and centuries.
And so, ancient Eastern healing and modern Western medicine may soon be working together. High oxidative stress is associated with more than aging. It's been linked to hundreds of illnesses.
It's at the very center of many diseases: liver disease, diabetes, emphysema, asthma. I've studied all of these: strokes, heart attacks.
Even mental disease.
Yes.
Depression?
Alzheimer's disease, depression.
Dr. James Crapo with the National Jewish Medical Center in Denver is also researching Protandim for the company.
Are you saying that this could be a cure-all?
You're looking at something will have a small impact, but an important impact.
We make no claims about curing any disease or preventing any disease. We hope that when enough studies are done, perhaps such claims might be able to be made in the future.
Clinical studies to assess Protandim in both diabetes and heart disease should start in 3 to 4 months. But what about everyone's old nemesis, aging itself? Well, it's all about balance between the good antioxidants and those toxic free radicals.
And if we can tip that back, we may reduce some of the bad side effects of aging. Why my skin is different than that of a baby, for example. That's a very obvious part of the aging process.
Will this prevent wrinkles?
But you don't want to make false claims about something. But could it produce wrinkles? It's always possible.
But what about my progress? After nearly 2 weeks now, it's time to get my results. Dr. McCord calculates the numbers. The result? My level of oxidative stress has declined dramatically.
45%, that's excellent.
Just look at where I fall on the graph, before and after.
Which, if extrapolated back, is the level you would see in a newborn baby.
Have we turned back the clock? Well, maybe not on the outside, but deep inside within my cells. Yes, indeed.
Would you suggest I keep taking this supplement?
I would. I can't guarantee it's going to extend your life. I can't guarantee it's going to eliminate any diseases or cure any diseases.
But we do know that oxidative stress is part of those disease processes. I don't want to wait until I'm 80 years old and find out that I should have taken it.
The company that makes Protandim says its tests show the pill, made from ingredients used for centuries, is absolutely safe. But because it's being sold as a nutritional supplement and not a drug, Protandim does not need FDA approval for safety. For more, go to our website at abcnews.com.
Okay, now, you just got done watching that video clip. What did they say? 45% reduction in 2 weeks on national primetime network. My question to you guys, was that positive? Can you see the advantage? Because no other company in the world has this third-party validation where our product was clinically proven by a primetime network that the claims that those scientists were making, they validated them. Now, that video was shot in 2005. How many times do you have to prove something works? Well, one time. I agree, just one time. But what's happened since? 23 or 24 universities back in 2005 started doing studies on our product. And every one of them published Tier 1 peer reviews validating the claims that said this stuff actually does what they say they're going to do. This is all third-party validation. No other company in the world has it. Can you see now we have timing? And now we have a product that nobody else has and you can't buy it anywhere else from LifeVantage? Here's something else. When we started this 9 years ago, there was 100 studies or so going on with Nerve2. Now there's over 9,600 published peer reviews. What's exciting about that, you guys? What does that tell you? It tells me that the industry is focused. They're laser focused on this Nerve2 activation. And there's going to be more and more and more studies done. So you can go to pubmed.gov, type in Nerve2, and anything else you want to type in, and you'll find a study on it, and it comes back, and it all validates. It all goes right back and validates what they discovered in 2005. 100%, 40% reduction, 100% of the time in 30 days of everybody that uses it. That excites me. Now, I want to talk to you a little bit about money. That's another thing that we got to determine. Now, I've got up here linear and leverage. Linear is the way that most people gather their income. And what they do is they work for 45 years of their life doing it so that they can get to that great age of retirement and retire and live happily ever after. But what we found out after working 40, 56 years of their life, 40, 50, 60 hours a week, trading time for money, 95% of them cannot retire. And this has been going on for decades. For decades. Okay, now, 95% is a big number. You got to ask yourself right now, what are the chances of you working that 45-year plan and not being able to retire? What if I told you I had a solution? It's called leveraged income. And in 2 to 5 years, we're going to beat the 45-year plan. In 2 to 5 years. Okay, now why is it 2 to 5 years? We're going to help you. And I've already done it, you guys. I've already helped hundreds of families create that 2 to 5 year retirement asset. Now, here's what's awesome. You can still do the 45-year plan while you're creating your 2 to 5 year asset, and then that way you can retire if you want because you got it built, and you can still do what you're doing, and when you reach age 65, you got a choice. Or if you, like me, at age 40, I decided to retire and do this full time. And, you know, I'm 54 now, so that's been 14 years that I beat the 45-year plan. So what did I beat it by? 15? What's 40 minus 65? 25 years? 15 years. So I don't even know how to do math, and I can make money. So my point is, that was a joke. My point is, if we can help you build a 2 to 5 year asset where you can retire, would you say yes to that? Because it beats going to work every day. I promise you. Now, if people spend 45 years of their life and they can't, 95% of them can't retire, is it worth taking 2 to 5 years of yours? I'm saying that because it is a 2 to 5 year commitment, not a 2 to 5 day. You can't create a retirement asset in 2 to 5 days or 2 to 5 months. And that's where I've watched a lot of people struggle over my years in this industry, is they give up too soon. They like the 95% chance they can't retire better. Now, I want to get into mentorship and system. The system is overview, 15 presentations a month or more, attend all the monthly trainings for 2 to 5 years. There we go. There's that 2 to 5 year pop up. Now, as I've been doing this business, you guys, I have found that if people don't want to do the 2 to 5 year retirement asset, they just want to take the product, they become customers. And because of the ABC Primetime, everybody wants to take Nerve 2. So in category number 1, we got Nerve 2, then we got Animal, we got Skincare, we got Smart Energy, and we got Smart Weight Management. But what I want to tell you is you guys, we took Nerve 2 and put it in our Animal product, we put it in our Skincare product. Look at the money being spent in these categories. This is the global spending on supplements, animals, skincare, and energy. Here's one I point out to you. We do have another product too called Nerve 1. Nerve 1, Nerve 2 cannot be purchased anywhere in the world but from LifeVantage. So the person that showed this to you, give them a big kiss right now, because they just introduced you to a life-saving product that's unfreaking believable. Now, the other ones, 23 billion on animal, 120 billion, 53 billion, 164 billion. You're already spending your money. I know that a lot of you got animals and you buy products for them. What if we could reduce their oxidative stress? I know you buy skincare. So what I'm proposing to you is take the money you're already spending, redirect it and buy it from your own business, and then reduce your oxidative stress at the same time. You can't go wrong, okay? Now, I want to talk to you a little bit about the business. We have a $1,250 investment called the Platinum Pack. I'm the kind of guy who wants to do less work, make more money, and I'm showing you the way to get there the quickest. Okay, $1,800 value, and then it locks you into the mentorship. See, mentors are looking for people to have skin in the game, because when people have skin in the game, they do more. Common sense, that's what I just shared with you. Step 1, share this with 3 people. You enroll them, you're going to get a $400 check, and if you multiply that out, it's $1,200. What did we just do? You're right. We just got our investment back. Now we're in business for free. Imagine that. You guys, I do millions of dollars worth of volume every month from a $1,200 investment. No bosses, no employees, no overhead. I don't touch anything. I buy products, Nerve 2, Nerve 1, Skincare, Animal Care, Smart Energy. I buy them all. Weight management, I buy them all. And then they send me a check on the 15th of the month. Now, here's what's beautiful. 9 years ago, I had to make a decision, just like you guys did. And because of my decision, you think Christmas is December 25th. And I'm telling you right now, in my household, it's on the 15th of every month, and it has been like that for the last 9 years. So that 2 to 5 year retirement asset, let's jump in and do that. Now, I want to talk to you. I want to overview this. The first thing I want to show you, if you look at our Pro 4, Pro 5s, and Pro 6s, look at the volume of money that's pumped into those middle ranks. It was designed for a reason. We wanted to create stability. We wanted people that wanted that 2 to 5 year retirement asset to have it, and putting it in those middle ranks stabilizes your company. Now, I want to focus, I'm going to go back and forth here, but I definitely want to focus on, you've got 5 people, you got 25 people, you got 125 people. I want to focus on those three levels right there. In the next 2 to 5 years, is it possible to find 5 people to have oxidative stress and want to make $2,500 a month? Is it possible? The answer is absolutely. Now, if we do this and we get those levels filled out down to this 3rd level, we're making about $2,500 a month. So if I come back up here, I find $2,500 a month. That puts me at the Pro 5 position. I'm doing about $20,000 in volume. This becomes a very dangerous point in your life. because now you have figured out, just like this tear-off sheet, it's duplicatable. If you know how to do something, can you do it again? Can you go out and help somebody else become a Pro 5? Because let me show you what happens if you do. If you go down and we help those 5 go Pro 5, I go back to this list, it puts me at the Pro 7 level, making $11,000 a month. $7,500 raise by helping 5 other people do what you already know how to do. So is that possible? Now, who are we going to talk to? Who are the 5 people we're going to talk to? Well, somebody that has oxidative stress, that's a good candidate, and somebody that wants to make $2,500 a month. Those are 2 good candidates right there, and I think that fits mostly everybody, especially if we take care of the industry first. Okay, now, in 2 to 5 years, with our help, we're going to help 25 and 25 people make $2,500 a month, and you are now what we call a Pro 9 in the company right here, making $42,000 a month. That's like getting 2 years worth of income in 1 month for most people. Is that exciting, you guys? That excites me because you do not make money unless you help somebody else. And so we have developed the skill set, the behaviors. We understand this industry inside and out. We know how to help you find those people. And we do got to go through a number of them because a lot of people are going to tell you no. I got told no. I told no. I said no. I said yes. Everybody says no. But when we do our 15 presentations a month, we always find somebody that wants more out of life. And then we grab a hold of them, we help them. The last thing I want to share with you, I want to talk to you. This is the Elite Bonus Pool. I call it profit sharing. They take 4% of the global shells. They put this into 4 different pools. They let the top 4 positions, the 7, 8, 9 share in this blue 1%, the 8, 9s, and 10s in the gray 1%, the 1% of the 9s and 10s in that light blue, and then the kind of greenish teal Pro 10s 1% themselves. But you guys, I've been doing this business for 9 years. We do about $9 to $10 million a month in sales. When you hit the elite ranks, you now get to participate in what we've already done. Tyler and I, #1 income earners in the company. We have the largest business in this company. We're the fastest growing in this company. It is so exciting to see, and we have the proof. That's the best part. So listen, I've really enjoyed. I just gave you a PowerPoint presentation to show you how to use this. It's kind of weird for me that there's 15 in here. When we get to this back page is the best day of your life because you've already accomplished #1 thing. You've got through your 15 presentations. Now, if you do that less than a month, you're on your way. If it takes you a year, not so good. At least 15 a month is the magic number for you to find people that will say yes, that will be interested in changing their lives. I've enjoyed this. I appreciate you guys. I'm excited about the tools. I'm excited about the leaders that are providing this information. We'll see you guys later.